Hello, everyone. My name is Sana. I'm a writer and I'm also a motivational speaker. So, today I'm going to talk about positivity. How can we stay positive when the times are so stressful, when there's so much negativity around? And what can you do to keep your sanity and mind? I will be walking you through so many topics and I will discuss each of them in detail. The first thing is motivation. So, motivation is something that keeps coming and it keeps going, and it doesn't stay same forever. And you always have to work on your motivation. And the day you stop working, it will start coming down. It never stays the same. And we always have to work to maintain our motivational levels. And motivation can be intrinsic, internally driven people, something that drives you from inside. And motivation can be external, like something that affects you and then you get motivated when somebody else inspire you, when you see people doing something and you want to do the same, or you get inspired when you saw somebody on TV or somebody on the news or somebody in the neighborhood or in your circle. There's always something happening around you in your external factors. So when we talk about external factors, they're very important because that determines your level of motivation. Sometimes, especially nowadays with COVID and what's happening in India currently, the motivation level of people is really low. They don't feel like doing anything. They feel tired. They feel stressed out. There's so much negativity. There's so much, like the news which are not pleasant. You are grieving for the loss of, some friends or family, or you just don't feel good enough for your country, for the people around you, or the situation that you are in. How to keep the positivity in that time, how to keep the motivation in this time. First of all is to be internally motivated and to drive yourself from inside. When the time is not right, when things are not okay, when everything is so stressful around you, you have to be your own motivation. You have to make a promise to yourself that you will come out of it. You will work on yourself. You will help others around you to come out of this trouble, problematic situation, or whatever. And a lot of things that weigh you down is the negative emotions, is the negativity, that negative space that's created around you. And you always hear no good news. It's like somebody is always complaining or saying things which is bad. So what can we do, to reduce that? And a positive, you can be inspired with me today, but if you do not work on yourself, or you do not apply the tips or the things that I tell you, it will not work forever. So to have a positive mindset is very, very important. And how can we achieve that positive mindset? There are things to be done daily, like your brain, it's your own sometimes, biggest enemy. Like as soon as you have a positive thought, it generates a negative thought instantly. And then you have to work on that negative thought. If you don't stop it there, it will affect you. And then when you keep hearing negative news or the people, sometimes they are saying those things again and again, that one positive thought cannot combat so many negative thoughts. You need a lot of positive thoughts to combat with those negative thoughts. So to maintain positivity, you need a positive mindset. You have to program yourself to think positively, to see the positive side of life, to see the better side of life. And how can you achieve that? I mean, we always say about motivation, we always talk about positivity, but how can we achieve it? Something positive. I mean, sometimes the positivity is already there, and you just have to work to remove the negativity from your life, Like positivity exists, you are a positive person, but there's so much negativity that's affecting you so much that you have to bring it down. You have to remove that negative mindset. You have to remove that negativity. And in terms of, I would say, NLP or the theories that I use, it's also called problem mindset. So, what is a problem mindset? That when you're so focused to immediately pinpoint a problem, oh, I know where is the problem. Oh, that's the problem. I can see the problem immediately. I know where is the problem. Sometimes it's good because sometimes you're searching where it's not working and you need to pinpoint the problem. And sometimes it's bad because you remain stuck in that problem. You keep discussing about that problem. And once you discuss, you identify the problem, you are discussing about the problem. And then the third part is you start blaming about that problem, that whose fault it is. And while you are identifying the problem, while you are discussing the problem, and while you are blaming, all that time is lost in which there is no work done to resolve that problem. How can you remove that problem? There's no work done on it. And it's not only me or you, it's general human problem mindset. Everyone is normally designed with this mindset. And we have to unlearn this mindset, that we have to stop seeing the problem as first. I mean, see the problem, identify the problem, and work on the solution. Don't waste time in discussion and blaming in your life or in company or wherever you are. If you are, first of all, you identify the problem, you work on that problem to take out a solution. And then once that problem is over, you have to see how you can make it better, the growth mindset. First of all, remove the problem mindset, no blame gaming. Second, the growth mindset. How can we make it better? How can we move forward from here? What can we do to make things better in our life, in the lives of people we are closely connected with, in our society, in our country? So, first of all, what I cleared was motivation. You have to be internally motivated in these times. It's very, very important. Second is to remove the problem mindset, to remove and reduce the negativity from our lives by working on the solution, by immediately thinking of the solution. And once we find the solution, we have to think of the growth mindset. How can we go forward from here? So we don't have to stop at only solving the problem and then, you're waiting for the next problem. No, you have to keep walking. You have to be in the growth mindset. So then the first part, we discussed about motivation, how to stay internally motivated. Second part, we discussed about the problem mindset, how to overcome a problem mindset. We talked about the growth mindset, that once you overcome a problem mindset, how to get into the growth mindset. Now, the middle part, which is very, very important to stay positive. I mean, I would say from a personal example of mine, I will tell you my story and how it has changed me. The second part, which is the biggest, I would say, to have a positive attitude. I mean, I can even say you cannot have a positive mindset and positive attitude if you don't have a gratitude. Gratitude is the biggest pillar of a growth and a positive mindset. And how does Doing gratitude helps you. So, what is gratitude? Oh, I'm just a grateful person. Everyone says that I am grateful. But gratitude is something which is deep. I mean, for that growth mindset, for the positive mindset, you really, really have to go deep into the gratitude, that you have to feel that gratitude from each and every cell of your body, that you feel grateful, you feel blessed to be present, to be born, to be given everything that we never ever had. Remember, we never ever owned or had anything, not even our own existence. Whatever we are, whatever we have, it's been given. Whichever God you pray to, whichever God I pray to, there is one universal giver. And we all agree to that point. Somebody can say it nature, somebody can say it with the name of your God, I can say it with the name of my God. But we all agree about receiving, of all the things that we never had. Even this consciousness, this speech, this sight, this communication, this technology, whatever we could design would not have been possible if it was not given, if there was no earth, or if human beings were not there, or air, waters, and whatever. And what are problems? How do we see ourselves as in COVID? I mean, we have been living on this earth for I don't know how many thousands of years. And then the problems have always come. There were always trials and tribulations. There were always reliefs, and the time was overcome. The problems were overcome. Humans were able to achieve it with their mutual cooperation. They helped each other, they prayed, they kept gratitude, they start building whatever was broken. And if you see history, I mean, let's take an example of a country which was badly damaged during World War II was Germany. It was badly affected from the war. And in fact, all the countries of Europe were so much affected. They lost so much lives. It was a complete destruction of the countries, of the economy, everything. And then they rebuilt. They rebuilt their countries. They rebuilt their economies. And then they understood the value of human life, the value of, staying together. How did EU, European Union was formed? It was on that idea. It was on that gratitude they felt, to be together and what they can achieve so much as being together rather than fighting with each other. So I see Europe as a big example, that in times of problems, distress, they realized their mistake, they all came together and they're working together. And even in times of problems or crisis in one of the countries, the others pitch in to support. This is how we have to form the systems, to support each other. Let it be a country or economy or at home or as an individual, as a friend, we all need our support system and we all have to build that support system, and it doesn't come to you. I mean, you have to go forward to help people, and the people will then, some of them will come back to help, not everyone. It's not like one-to-one relationship in life. You will give to someone, you will get back from someone else, but the cycle will complete, the equation will balance. And gratitude forms the core. If you are a grateful person and if you're really truly grateful, and the gratitude, it really helps to quantify, to see what you have been given. For example, like the first task, if you want to start the gratitude journal, write everything that you feel grateful for. For example, if I have to say 3 things you are grateful for, you will be very easy to pinpoint. And if I say then 10 things you are grateful for, okay, you will take few seconds and you will count 10 things. Then I will say 30 things you are grateful for. And you're like, okay, Sana, now you are going too much, is getting difficult. You will take some more time, you will write 30 things. And then I will say 100 things you're grateful for. And then you will find it difficult, but I'm sure you will do it. And then similarly, the list goes on. If I ask you 300, write 300 things you are grateful for, or that has happened great in your life and you are so happy about it, you will find it difficult to write. And there you see that once you claim yourself to be very grateful, and then when I ask you to write 100 things you're grateful for, you're struggling. And there we need to develop the deep intrinsic gratitude. And once you see yourself writing 100 things you are grateful for, you will truly, truly feel so blessed, really blessed. And then when you count your problems against those 100 things you're grateful for, and your problems will be few. And there, that mindset's positive comes in, that the mind which was overtaking you, the mind which was overwhelming you, suddenly it's like, okay, we will sit back. That negative mind will take a back seat because you have now a proof of 100 things with you in your hand that you are truly grateful for. You're happy, you're blessed. And then you say, okay, I have some problems ongoing, but I'm really, really grateful for these 100 things which are okay in my life, which have happened in my life. Okay, I lost them now. I didn't have it, but at the moment I had it. I had that opportunity to have those things, to be able to admire those things, or to have those people in my life. You will truly feel blessed. You have to do this exercise. So after this video, write 100 things you are grateful for. And I'm sure you will struggle. You will write 10 easily, maybe 20, 30, but take your time, like spend 10 minutes every day to make that list. But on an average, I write daily in my gratitude journal at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I write 3 new things. I write the things I'm grateful for every day that I really feel grateful from inside. And then I write 3 new things every day. It has changed my life. It has flipped my mindset. It has transformed me. And, I really, really feel so blessed from inside that, I have no words to thank my God, that what all I have been blessed with. And I am privileged to have those things. So second part was gratitude. I will summarize it again so you do not forget. First, your internal motivation. Second, removing the problem mindset. Third, working on the growth mindset. Fourth, gratitude, daily gratitude. It's a great tool. It's a great tool to bring positivity in your life, and not only to sustain that positivity in your life. Believe me, it will change you forever and change you for the good. So the second part is the gratitude. And then before we move to the third part and the final part, I hope you have understood these 2 parts really well. So let's move to the third part. So welcome to the third part. And in the third part, we are going to get some tools to overcome stress, anxiety. Like at this stage, I am agreeing that I am motivational person or a motivated person. I am a self-motivated person. Second, I'm agreeing that I am a grateful person. But both of it doesn't mean that I will never feel anxious or the anxiety will not weigh me down or I will not have negative thoughts. Always, everyone has negative thoughts all the time. People are dealing with them in their minds. So that's why I always say that most of the world's battles or important battles are fought in our minds. So, there is a constant war of battles. And once you achieve a growth mindset, a positive mindset, it becomes easier. The negative thoughts become weaker. They don't hold you any longer. But with the current situation that there's so much stress and anxiety, and you feel tired, you feel stressed out, what can you do? So when you are very nervous, when you are very stressed out, when you feel so much tired, go to a corner and think yourself, how are you sitting at that point? Normally, when you're very tired, it's, this position. Your shoulders are normally down. Your face, everything looks tired. So change your physiological state. Change your physiological state. For example, if you're sitting like this, sit like this, open, take deep breaths. I feel better already. Yes, take deep breaths, stand up, walk, move, stretch out. And if you really, really feel tired, take a bath, shower, switches off all the negative thoughts. It's the best thing you can do. Otherwise, go for a walk. If you cannot go for a walk, jog at your position. If you cannot jog, go to the other room or stand and stretch out yourself, just stretch out. Move your hands, move your body, take deep breaths. This is the first thing. When you feel too much stressed out or, things are weighing you down. Second part, change the focus. Think whatever you're thinking about, think about something else. That we will deal with this later. Let's think about something else. What makes you happy? A good tea? Okay. What else makes you happy? Read something nice. Listen to somebody, a positive speaker, a motivational speaker, some good thoughts, some nice books. Call a friend, phone a friend, use your helpline. Use the second tool. Change your focus at that point. When you feel that you cannot breathe anymore, it's building so much, you feel helpless, switch your thoughts. Stop thinking about that thing completely. Think of something completely different at that moment, whatever it could be. Find a distraction at that point. And preferably a positive distraction, a positive thought, something. Maybe you can pick up your gratitude journal and write at that moment in that gratitude journal what are you are grateful for. Write your acknowledgements, say your acknowledgements like, I am a grateful person, I am a self-motivated person, I am so focused, I am so committed, I am so strong, I can do this. And the third thing that you can and everyone should do is watch the language that you talk to yourself. This was like really something I ignored. I never thought about it unless I studied it or wherever I learned it from. So the language that you talk to yourself, and most of from where we develop this language, actually, it's from our surroundings, how people talk to us, how our parents talk to us, how our teachers talk to us. It becomes our own language. This is how we start talking to ourselves, and mostly it's negative. Like whenever I remember, if I wasn't able to do something, my thoughts were like, Sana, you cannot do it, just even don't try. It's just out of your limits to do that. You cannot even do that, you cannot even go there. Or sometimes when I trusted people and they broke my trust, my mind, or my internal self always told me, oh, I told you so, you're so stupid. You're so idiot, you're such an idiot, you will never change. This was my language that I was talking to myself, so and later it was, I had started believing this person or this language I was speaking to myself. And then, okay, when somebody broke my trust among friends or, peers or whatever, said, oh, I told you so, you are so stupid, you will never change. So this becomes your thoughts, this becomes your language, and later this becomes your belief. You started believing that negative self-talk. And this happens with everyone. So after this show, this episode, you sit back and think, what is the language you speak yourself with? Is it the language of love, kindness, trust? Just imagine, how do you talk to your best friend in need or in support? You are so much, offering support, nice, encouraging words. But what do you have for yourself? What do you offer yourself with? You're not respecting yourself in the words. You don't use nice words to talk to yourself. And then they become your belief. And once they become your belief, they goes to your subconscious, and it's very, very difficult to remove it from there. I'm already doing it. I'm already trying to remove it from my subconscious by constantly watching what I talk to myself in. So whenever I have this thought that, oh, Sana, you trusted again, look what he or she did to you. And then I tell myself, okay, I am a very trusting person. I trust people. I believe in them. So if out of 10 people, one did something like this, it doesn't mean 9 others, didn't get my trust. They did. And that's the positive thing you have to tell yourself. Like, if I fail this time, okay, I will try better next time. I will look at the, like the criticism in a positive way, how I can improve it. Okay, I will try next time. I will do better. If it didn't work, it didn't work. It's okay. But stop feeding yourself negative language. Stop using bad words for you. Stop demotivating yourself. Use nice, encouraging, positive words. Tell yourself you did well. You can do better. You are a trusting person. You trust people. You are a very motivated person. You are a very focused person. You're very efficient. You are very hardworking. So once you tell yourself nice, positive things, it becomes your belief. It goes to your subconscious. And once it becomes your belief, it becomes your reality. So how do you see that people who are so successful, what do? They are so self-motivated. They're always working on their own self. So Rome wasn't built in a day. You cannot change in a day. You need work. We are always the projects, which are work in progress. There is no one destination to stop at. We always have to be in the growth mindset. After one level, next level, and the next level. And that is life. We have to keep growing. We don't have to stop. And we have to keep working on ourselves. And it's not like, okay, I achieved a positive mindset. I am positive from past 1 month. I will stop doing my gratitude thing. I will stop, watching my own thoughts. I will stop watching my language. I will stop, using this physiological change. It will all falling back. It will all go down. So be very, very careful of the work that you do on yourself. Preserve it. Keep constant. Keep working on it. So I hope it's really, really beneficial for you, and you will take something from it. Sorry. And I will recap it one more time. And you can also find me on Facebook with Talk with Sana, where I do share some of my videos and thoughts. So I'll recap it once more. Self-motivated person, not to have a problem mindset. Once you remove the problems, focus on the growth mindset. Keep your gratitude work always on. Physiological, change your physiology when you are stressed out or worried. Breathe deeply. Watch the language that you talk to yourself. It's so important. Respect yourself. You are worthy of everything that you have ever dreamt. Don't limit your dreams. And change your focus when the negative thoughts weigh you with a positive one. So I hope you will benefit from it. Take care. Maybe see you around with another episode. Bye.